Hey you guys, hey you guys, hey you guys. I am back with another episode of the Survival Guide. This is season 1. I bet y'all miss me, but I'm back. I'm back like I never left. You guys know I love sharing messages when I am in my right mind. I don't want to ever push any message out there when the Holy Spirit has not worked with me and worked on me. I take all of me out and put all of Him in. You are in the right place if you remember a time when they laughed at you. You are in the right place. Take a moment to share it out to somebody else that you know has ever been in that situation when they laughed at you. But boy, oh boy, they did not know the God that you served. This episode is about when they laughed at you. Remember, you are in the realest, chill, most relatable podcast with the right heart. Are we perfect? No. But when our hearts are right with God, He is for us. Take it to Him. Take it to Him in prayer. So, you guys, the topic again is remember when they laugh at you. Y'all type that in the chat. Remember when they laugh at you, or put the hands praising up in the air, or put the clapping hands if you remember a time when they laughed at you. My scenario. So y'all know I got to give y'all my scenario. A situation happened to me when I was in my early 20s. So this has been over a decade ago, almost 2 decades ago. Not really. Almost a decade ago. Let me slow it down. So, I remember I was going to college. I was self-motivated to go to college to begin with. And so I went, and I ended up dropping out after 18. I dropped out for 1 semester. No, I didn't. I dropped out for 2 years, as a matter of fact. I didn't go back until I was 20, going on 21. So, I dropped out. I came back to school. And so I was working. I started working for a job, too. So, I was going to school, working a job, tired. And so, I ended up having to go down part-time to work because I was full-time working, part-time going to school. And so I ended up going to school full-time, and I decided to drop work, one, because my car had quit on me at that point, and I really wanted to push through school to get to my main studies, which is social work, if y'all did not know. So this took me a long time to get through school because I started part-time for some semesters to work my way back into being in college. And then I ended up going full-time eventually, but it took me a long time. And along this journey, which this will be another testimony, along this journey, I had family asking me. I just got to call a spade a spade. I had family asking me, you still in school? When you gonna graduate? I couldn't do it. You ain't started your job yet? What you going to school for? And they laughed in my face. And it wasn't just one case, a one-off scenario. It was in an environment, without me saying so much. And they were laughing in front of each other. They was joking, y'all, about me still being in school. How long you gonna be in school? They ain't paid you yet. And they got a big key off of it, y'all. They got a key off of me going to school, not reaping the benefits of what I was going to school for. I was still living at home. I told y'all I had to get I don't know if I told y'all I had to get my car worked on. My grandma was still alive at this time. And I remember before she died, I said, Grandma, I ain't got it like that. Because I used to slide her money, this sidebar. And she was like, don't worry about it, baby. You'll get it back. And I wish she could have saw the fruits of my labor, but I'm getting ahead of myself. They laughed in my face, okay? If you ever had that situation where you feel really low about yourself and the people that's supposed to have your back and support you and tell you to keep going laughed in your face, say it in the chat. Call it out. Call a spade a spade. This is for you. This is for you, and this is for the people who will go through it, and this is for the people who have gone through it. This is for the people who have gotten through it. I want to be a voice. It happened to me. And so I felt very low on myself. But guess what? If you follow my YouTube page, let's pause right here. If you follow my YouTube page, you know how the story goes. I ended up eventually, as the years passed on, and that's a whole nother story time. If y'all want to know that story, I can give it to y'all. I ended up graduating with my associates. Then I graduated with my bachelor's. Oh, oops, skirt. They also asked me, how many times you going to graduate? You still ain't getting paid yet. I graduated with my master's. I started working at my bachelor's level. God had a twist to it. So I prayed after they laughed at me. I went to God and I was sad that somebody that was supposed to have my back, and then they laughed in cohesion at me. I prayed to God about it. It made me feel bad. It made me feel like, what am I going to school for? What am I going to school for? Why am I still in school? I started questioning myself. Never question yourself. Never question yourself. You stay the course. That's what they mean by stay the course, no matter what anybody says. So, the twist is, I told y'all, my God in my life, he's different things to different people in their lives. He's still the same God, all in all, but he's who you need him to be. And for me, God decided in my lifetime to be a fifth quarter God. I kept pushing and chugging along. I told y'all I swapped to go full-time work, full-time school and full-time work at this time. But God pulled me through it, drugged me through it, scabbed up knees. He said, you gonna get through it, baby. And so I stand here today, the twist. I stand here today, a triple graduate. Been working in my career since bachelor's level, and it wasn't meant for me to have that job at bachelor's level. Nobody I graduated with was employed bachelor's level. Been at that job for 8 years. And another part of that twist is the same people who laughed in my face have yet to congratulate me, in which I haven't been looking for. God congratulated me enough. He prepared a feast for me. Y'all know how that go. But they never opened their mouth up and said, you stayed the course. You deserve it. We saw you struggle through it. Why? Because they enjoyed their key too much. And saying that would take away from that key that they had. They'll take it from a key to a key. And to a God, can you help me? And so I just want to let you guys know to take it to God. Take it to God. Always take it to God. That is the message at the end of all of my podcasts. And watch him work it out, and watch him prepare that feast for you. That bountiful feast in front of your enemies. Don't look for a congratulations all the time, and don't look for an apology all the time. They might try to smooth it over and then try to be nice to you afterwards, after they see the fruits of your labor. You may not get that apology. You may not get that congratulations, but you know that they see you and you see them seeing you. We see each other. Okay. And with that being said, I hope somebody could relate to this. I hope somebody was inspired by this. I hope somebody felt validated by this. And I want to let you know that our God is always good. That has been the Survival Guide. This is episode 3 and season 1. I will see y'all back with another one. Love you guys. Bye.